What's going on, YouTube? Clanky's all back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius news update. And it's a little bit different. We kind of knew that this was coming, referring to the Titan raid that's incoming, but I didn't know it'd be so soon. I wasn't sure who we were going to get. I thought we were going to get that dude that's up on the Chocobo. I think his name's Foreign or something like that. My chat was talking to me about it on Twitch, but we ended up getting the Titan raid, and we get another chance at Final Fantasy XIV characters you guys may have missed out on, or getting those 6-star materials. But let's get into it. We're going to talk about all of that. We can see the maintenance here is going to conclude on Thursday, early morning Thursday. However, depending on where you live, for me, it's going to be really early morning. However, you know, we don't get to really do anything as far as I've seen until Friday, so we're going to be able to data mine it, maybe get a sneak peek at what's going on in there, but things like that. The Chamber of Crystals is back. At this point, for me and veteran players, I'm sure you guys have enough of these crystals to level up any esper that is going to show themselves up, but this is for maybe new players getting back into the game or haven't been in the game at all and just starting out. You can go in here, and this is where you can farm some esper crystals to maybe level up your espers if you need to. So we have two different things about the March on Titan. There's going to be the actual raid of Titan, and that is going to be a you know, just like we had with the Bahamut raid we just had, where you're going to go in and grind a boss, get a bunch of raid points, have personal goals to hit, and then we have, you know, the rankings that we can hit. So we can see here it's the True Titan, get awesome rewards. I do believe this is the trial version. Yeah, this is the trial version where we're going to have missions we have to conclude and defeat him in order to get those. So it's similar to Bahamut, like I said before. One of the things I do want to point out is that the Titan raid just came out in JP. Like, this thing just hit JP, like, I think it was a month or two ago. People were telling me, because I remember it being very new. And so it's crazy we're getting it in a month after that. So that just shows that Gumi and the global version of the game is even more, you know, just out of this world. We never know what's going to be thrown at us at this point, what order they're going to be. We're still missing Warrior Light 6-star, Tillith upgrade, Tidus, you know, Riku. Where are these characters? We don't know what's going on. But now we have Titan, and if you guys ever fought Titan in Final Fantasy XIV, this guy was a beast. I remember trying to do his hard mode or his extreme mode for, like, my, was it artifact or relic weapon, you know, that thing you keep building up like your ultimate weapon, and it was so hard that I didn't have anybody to play with. It was me and my friend. We ended up having to pay for a carry from a guild, because honestly, if you try to go in there and pug it, like that's what I was trying to do, was get a bunch of random people to do it, you just never succeed. And so I ended up having to have somebody carry me through it in the early stages of me playing this game, and I can remember everything about this guy. It's pretty awesome. So let's look at what we can do about an FFBE to take him down. Stonekiller is effective, Kupo. So that's the first thing, is that Stonekiller works against them. Who has Stonekiller? Well, the first unit that comes to mind for me is, let's move over here. Let's find her. Is Eileen. Eileen has Stonekiller in her kit. Also, she has an ability that puts 100% petrify resist on everyone, and he's going to petrify you, just like in Final Fantasy XIV. He would put people in stone. You'd have to keep hitting it to knock them out. He will stone your people up. So I think Eileen is the friend unit you're going to want to use on this thing. So here's my build of her. And then I have Stonekiller as a TM also. So where do you get that Stonekiller TM at? Everybody can get that. Free-to-play members also. Just go to Summon and go start summoning King Geot, guys. He has Stonekiller as his passive. He's that little guy down there with the beard and the axe. You want to be summoning him on here, and my god, for me, he's been so rare. Apparently, you can get him out of the gray little crystals, like the 1-star crystals, but I've only got him out of the blue ones, so we'll see what we get here and see if we get a King Geot. But that's where you want to be farming and getting that up to get Stonekillers ready to go. That's another way you can get it. So let's see if we get a King Geot out of one of these. We didn't get lucky enough to get a King Geot, and I'm not summoning more. I literally was at 100,000, I think. I was at the max friend points, and to get one Stonekiller, after I already had one to 70%, it took me like, you know, 60,000 right here, 60,000 friend points to be used, so it took me a lot. King Geot likes to run from me, but you can get it from there. Also, Golem has it, so if you went and you got it on Golem, which we can check out our espers now, Golem also has it. So we'll go over here, we'll go to train. Whoever you put Golem on will have Stonekiller also. So that is stacking as long as they're from different places. So Eileen has it in her kit. Then you can get Stonekiller from King Geot, and then you can get it from Golem. So I'm definitely going to be putting Golem on my Eileen for my friend unit, so you guys can use a tripled up Stonekiller unit. And then you can also use the Petrify Resist in the fight if you need to. So moving on, let's go back in there and read more about him. The things I know about him that I've looked up is that apparently he's not resisting any element. And he can be broken, so everything can be broken. Attack, defense, magic, spirit. And I don't know how true that is going to be for global, or how true that information that was given to me is, but so essentially you're going to go in there and just wreck him. You need to, it says, deal as much damage as you can at once. Make sure the battle doesn't last too long. So essentially, if it works like it did in Final Fantasy XIV, there's a part where he falls down and his heart's open. And when his heart's open, you got to deal, it's a DPS check, baby. If you don't kill that heart, he'll just come back alive, get pissed, and kill everybody. And it seems like that might be that way in FFBE, and that'll be pretty cool. cool to see and see how that works. It'll be awesome. It says also have a tank with the ability to draw attacks. It helps them to be targeted by the boss. So you're going to need a tank that can draw attacks. You know, Wilhelm's really good at that. Snow has that innately. White Knight Noel. Cecil needs Provoke from Golem, which would take away your Stone Killer on one of your DPSs if you needed to do that. But, you know, that's what we're going to need. So let's look at the mission completions that we can get. We'll talk about Wind Up Titan here in a minute. We can get a 4-star Moogle just for completing it, so we get 5% there. We get 10,000 Titan Raid coins, which we can use to do the gotcha summonings or get the materials or other kind of summonings like the Bahamut Raid. We can get 2 rare summon tickets if we don't use any items. And to get the Titan Raid ones, you just have to use white magic, so it kind of goes hand in hand with no items. You don't need to heal up with items when you can use white magic. It's pretty cool there. I like that. So they're trying to make, I think they're trying to make it feel like a raid like it did in 14. They're like, have somebody who can, you know, provoke like a tank would. Make sure you use a healer. Don't use any items. Things like that. It's pretty cool. And then defeat the boss with an esper. Normally is the end one there on a lot of these esper fights. Wind Up Titan is what you get. Wind Up Titan seems to be an accessory. And in 14, you'd get these toys. And Wind Up Titan would be one of them. You know, little toys that follow you around or follow around on the ground from Final Fantasy 14, stuff like that. So it looks, you know, it's just cosmetic, but it looks cool. So we have Spirit plus 30, Earth Resist plus 30%, Nullify to Petrify. So that's going to be great for in the future when you need something to put some Spirit on. If something has Earth damage, you can put a little bit of Earth Resist on, and you're Nullified to Petrify, which is pretty awesome. Another item that can help you guys out with this are the jeweled rings, I do believe. Let's go look at our equipment real quick. Let's see what we can use. No. We need accessories. We need accessories, so get rid of the claw, the tiger claw. Let's find the jeweled ring. I'm pretty sure the jeweled ring and the like golden anklets and things like that, they nullify Petrify. There are definitely some ways to nullify Petrify. Why isn't it showing up? Have I missed what I'm looking for? There it is, the jeweled ring. So if we look at the jeweled ring, it says nullify stone, so petrify and paralysis. So you guys should have 2 of these if you've been playing the game long enough. If not, you get 1 from the story, 1 was from the Lunar New Year. You can slap that on who you need to do a mass Asuna to get the stone or the stone raw off of you, to get petrify off you. I don't think Asuna works actually. So yeah, that's going to be like that. And so that's the way you can do it too. The jeweled ring is going to help you out in the fight also. So moving on, let's go here. So we talked about the True Titan event. That's going to be like the, it goes hand in hand, but that's going to be like what am I trying to say? The trial part of it. And this is going to be the raid part of it. So we're going to go in there and have to kill him, do as much damage as possible. And I'm afraid the bots might be back. And people are asking why we're getting Martial and Titan, why we're getting this raid just after we had another raid that was ruined by bots and hackers. And it's because Final Fantasy XIV is getting an expansion, in my opinion. They're trying to boost up awareness of the game, get people wanting to play, and it's a good marketing ploy. Plus, it's a cool raid. I think it's awesome, although bots could ruin it for us, okay? So here you can see we get 2 new banner units for Final Fantasy XIV, which we can get from raid summoning. So you're going to be able to save your wallet unless down the road, like tomorrow or the next day, they give us a little bit more info or another banner we can actually use money on. But you can get in there, you can get some awesome rewards, individual rewards. You can raid someone with, summon coins, the raid coins. That way you can go back in there and get any kind of awakening materials you guys missed for Y'shtola or Minfilia, or if you were using Thancred. And we get 2 new units here and Ida. And then we can see we have some equipment on Ida, which is pretty cool. Some event exclusive that only is also unit exclusive, which we'd like to have. And then we have, I think somebody said it was Paplimo. Paplimo here is a mage, and you know, you have some stuff you can put on him that's come straight from the event you can build. But then we have our rankings here, and honestly, I don't really care about the rankings right now. Until it's proven fact that the bots are gone, I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna farm it, but I'm not gonna go super hard. And that's just my advice. We never know what's gonna happen with the bots or how Gumi's gonna fight that off. So I'm kind of worried about that, but that's just it. So just like before, you can go in there and get all the materials summoned. And we do have another chance for you guys to obtain Y'shtola, Minfilia, Thancred if you missed out on them. I know a lot of people out there were like, I never got Y'shtola, and a lot of these guides have Y'shtola. Here's your chance to get her and Minfilia to help you out with that. Make sure you guys are getting the awakening materials for all of these characters and more, just to make sure you got yourself covered, because I know a lot of you guys missed out on that. So we got Ida, and I'll tell you honestly, guys, Ida and Paplimo, I haven't heard anything about them that makes them amazing. Like, you know, Minfilia and Y'shtola, we knew they were going to be great. A lot of people were talking about it from the JP play, but these 2 guys, I haven't heard much about at all, so they must not be that good, honestly, but they have great Trust Mastery rewards. All right, chance of evading a physical attack and boost attack by 15%. That's pretty much a what's her name? Shoot, what's her name, dude? The superhero girl. I can't remember her name. Dang it! Now I'm gonna have to go look. What is her name? Starts with an S, I think. Oh, there she is. Shine. It's Shine, isn't it? It's Shine. Shine TM. So it's essentially a Shine TM with a little less attack. You know, it gives us a little bit of evade, and it gives us some attack, 15% attack. That's very strong for you guys out there that are still using attack 10%. Also, from what I've heard, is that some of these TMs even upgrade by fusing more TMs into themselves. So coming out in the future, you're going to be able to do that. So I would farm the crap out of these people. They do go to 6 stars, so if you're new, they may be really great on your team. You know, Ida is a physical damage dealer, and you can see that, you know, like I said, that's a Shine TM right there, so that's pretty cool. And then we have Paplimo, and that's going to be boost HP by 10%, and then magic by 20%. So a lot of these fights, we want to put a little more HP on our mages. They may be a little too squishy. Boom, you're still getting magic instead of just slapping the HP on your mages. Bam, right there, I would get that, and apparently it upgrades, so that's pretty cool. And then we know we have Ishtola, which is one of the best free-to-play, it is the best free-to-play healer in the game. Gets dual cast, been in a lot of the guides, very, very strong. Minfilia serves her purpose out there, boosting up our green mage stuff we may need, and then also giving us resist 100% to confusion when we do need that too. And then Thag crit, sadly, not that great, but has a pretty good TM if you need that. So, guys, that's going to be all the news for this week. Honestly, I'm excited about this. I'm excited to try the trial out. Being an FF14, like, original player of the game, it makes me really excited to try out Titan to see how much of the raid they actually use in the fight. You know, that's pretty much it, guys. So, oh, and they talk about Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Fan Fest here. It seems like it's going to be fun, so if you guys can make it out there, I would. I think I might go to the LA one that's going to be in the States, but I'm unsure on that, so I don't want to say I'm going to definitely do that. But it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun, so if anybody goes out there, you know, has a great time, wants to tell me how it was, what exactly happened, post in comments, get a hold of me through my Gmail or, you know, Twitter. I'd love to hear how you guys experience that and how awesome it is. But I think this fan festival is when I get married. I think is it July 8th? I think the first one is on 8th of July. Yeah, that's when I get married, so I can't be going to the France one, but you know what I mean. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel about the raid. And if you're a little bit scared of those bots coming back, and subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys later.